I want to lock you in this morning because today is not a normal show. Today is the most data dense day of the year for your career. And I got one number for you. $650 billion. That is how much 4 companies are spending on AI in 2026. Just 4 companies. What companies am I talking about? Meta, Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon. $650 billion. And here's the other side of that number. Those same 4 companies have cut over 60,000 jobs this year. Ain't that something? 60,000 jobs, 60,000 people out. That is not 2 stories. That is just one story. And tonight we get the receipts. And why do I care about the receipts? Well, the receipts are going to be in the earnings because Alphabet reports earnings tonight. Microsoft reports earnings tonight. Meta reports earnings tonight. Qualcomm reports earnings tonight. The Federal Reserve announces its rate decision at 2 p.m. today. And this is Jerome Powell's last meeting as chair. GDP drops tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central, Eastern, and we will get an opportunity to review that. And on top of all that, yesterday, the Wall Street Journal dropped a bombshell on OpenAI. Guys, today is verdict day. That's what we're going to call this one. Verdict day. Why am I calling it verdict day? Well, this is the day the 2026 economy shows its hand, okay? It shows its hand, guys. I see you all in the chats. I got a chance to create the show early this morning, and I saw my ladder climbers in the house coming in, making sure that they were ready, getting the room right. And we're going to talk to you guys about that. But let's do this. Today, we're going to be covering 6 things. The OpenAI miss and what it means for every AI worker. We're going to be talking about the Deloitte benefit cut that signals the future of consulting. We're going to be talking about the Federal Reserve and the United Arab Emirates oil shock and where the $650 billion is actually creating jobs. The new playbook for surviving this market and the 3 things that you need to do this week. Guys, this is the Daily Climb. I'm Antoine Wade. Let's look at the data. Let me start with the headline that broke on yesterday morning. And this is a big headline for the people that are interested in AI or working in the AI. The Wall Street Journal, they published a story that OpenAI, the company that started this whole AI boom. You remember when it came out in 2022 with ChatGPT, it dropped a bombshell on the economy. People were using it for emails, using it for research. It enhanced life. Well, OpenAI missed multiple revenue targets in 2026. They missed their target of 1 billion weekly users for ChatGPT. And the chief financial officer, a woman named Sarah Fryer, she's pretty new at OpenAI. She warned other executives at OpenAI that the company might struggle to pay for all the computer chips it has agreed to buy. You remember all these big deals that OpenAI was signing with Qualcomm and Nvidia and all these other companies, Google and so forth, all these big time agreements. It was like a big circle of OpenAI investing and getting money from everybody. Well, they missed their revenue targets. They missed their weekly sign up targets. They missed their weekly users. Now, here's why this matters to you. OpenAI has signed contracts to buy $600 billion in computer power. $600 billion. And if they cannot grow revenue fast enough to pay for that, the whole AI investment story has a major problem. When this story came out from the Wall Street Journal, the market reacted right away. SoftBank in Japan dropped 10% overnight. Oracle dropped 4%. Nvidia dropped. Broadcom dropped. The NASDAQ dropped 1%. You probably wasn't paying attention to all this, but I'm giving you guys the story now. Let's go to OpenAI pushes back on report that the company missed revenue targets. Let's listen to this by CNBC.
We'll start with the weakness, though, in the AI trade. This new report focusing on OpenAI's revenue targets. Kate Rooney has the story for us. Kate, have we learned anything more about what those targets are?
Sarah, we didn't have the targets. It wasn't in the journal story, whether it was the revenue targets or user growth. But OpenAI did reportedly miss whatever those targets were for user growth and revenue. This, again, is according to Wall Street Journal, citing unnamed sources here. Any sort of revenue slowdown is raising some new concerns about OpenAI's ability to fulfill spending commitments. The headlines hitting shares of Oracle this morning. They've got a 5-year partnership with OpenAI. You've got NVIDIA, Broadcom, AMD, all lower. It does highlight just how important OpenAI is and this company is to its and the mega spending that it has been doing to the entire AI ecosystem. You're seeing that reflected in the stocks. OpenAI has hit back hard, guys, on this report. The statement to CNBC they gave us this morning telling us that this is, quote, ridiculous. We are totally aligned, they say, on buying as much compute as we can and working hard on it together every day. That is a joint statement from Sarah Friar and Sam Altman, CEO and CFO, and OpenAI spokesperson, also pointing us to OpenAI's recent $122 billion fundraise. That's the total. That is the most that any company has ever raised, at least in private markets. They're spending that on compute. And CFO Sarah Friar's stance has been that compute is a strategic moat versus rivals like Anthropic that have been spending less. Here's how she framed it just last week on this show, guys.
I think it actually starts with revenue growth. So because we have so much revenue growth, then we need to go spend to get the compute to be able to serve it. So we, of course, think about our business that way around. We don't spend first. We really look at how the business is growing, and then we invest behind it.
The other detail that's catching a lot of attention in this report is a disconnect, seemingly, between Friar, the CFO, and Sam Altman on an IPO timeline. I am hearing from sources close to OpenAI that the company is still on track to list as soon as the end of this year, and also has been meeting with bankers and lawyers to get the company ready to go public, guys.
You heard it. CNBC dropped it. Now, OpenAI pushed back hard, you heard. They called the report ridiculous. But here's what's really happening. While OpenAI is missing targets, their biggest competitor is winning so fast that their own systems are crashing from too much demand. Anthropic, the company that makes the beautiful tool Claude, I said Cross initially, but Claude. You guys know Claude. Claude is the tool that I used every day. Ever since that thing came out, Claude is fantastic. Well, Claude and Anthropic, they just hit $380 billion valuation in February. That's a lot of money, guys. That's huge. That's massive. They're growing. They're accelerating at this point in time. I'm like, it's a rocket ship. $5 billion in annual revenue. 8 out of the top 10 Fortune 10 companies, are now Claude customers. And when a company picks AI for the first time, 70% of the time they pick Anthropic. It's even to the point where I hear inside the company that I work for, they're talking about giving majority of people access to Claude. Okay, I want you guys to type crack if you saw the OpenAI story break on yesterday. Type it in the chat. Many of you guys probably pay attention. Many of you don't. Maybe this is your first time hearing about it. But if you heard it because you listened to the news, type crack in the chat. Now, here's a part the news is not going to tell you. Anthropic is so popular right now that they had to raise prices on 2 weeks ago. Okay. Anthropic's website said the average developer would spend $6 a day to use Claude. This week, that number is now $13 a day. It's more than double. And 90% of the users are now spending up to $30 a day. That used to be $12. The head of growth at Anthropic, a guy named Amul Avasar, he posted online and said, quote, engagement per subscriber is way up. Our current plans were not built for this. Translation. Companies are using AI so much that the AI companies cannot keep up. And there was a guy from a company called Incident.io. His name is Lawrence Jones. He told Business Insider, quote, Anthropic is bad right now. It is a mix of genuine downtime and really degraded service. Many of you guys have probably experienced this. I had a ladder climber in the group. Name is Mike, M. Reese. I haven't seen him in a while. Where you at, M. Reese? Come back and talk to us in the ladder climber community. Building and building and building with Claude. Then all of a sudden he get this email that he was kicked out of Claude for too many invocations in the AI, too many calls in the AI. So let me put it all together for you guys. OpenAI is having trouble paying its bills. Anthropic is having trouble keeping its lights on. And the cost of using AI at work is going up, not down. And here's the proof in real time. Citi the bank, investment company. Citi just announced an AI wealth advisor. Her name is Citi Sky, blue blazer, auburn hair, 24-hour service. Citi spent $2.3 billion on technology in one quarter. $2.3 billion, guys. That is what $650 billion in AI spending looks like when it lands at your bank. So if you are a wealth advisor at Citi, your job just got, quote, amplified. That is the corporate word for it. And you really know what it really means. So this is the AI bubble question, live in real time. And tonight at 4:30, Alphabet reports. We will see what their cloud business is doing, which is mostly AI now. And right after that, Microsoft reports. We watch their Azure cloud number, and then Meta reports, and we will listen for one number: how much more money they plan to spend on AI. If those numbers are strong tonight, any of those numbers, the AI investment story holds. If they are weak, going down, not trending in the right direction, the whole sector recalibrates. And on top of all that, Elon Musk's lawsuit against Sam Altman, it started on yesterday in Oakland federal court. $100 billion in damages he is asking for. So OpenAI is fighting on three fronts right now: financial pressure, competitive pressure, and legal pressure. That is the AI war, guys, in one 24-hour window. Okay?